What's going on, everyone? So JJ Redick spoke on the rotation, talked about how he wants to have a 9-man roster. Now, I see some people are kind of like, 9 men, like that. That's usually what you run in the regular season, sometimes more in the regular season. It's when you get to the playoffs where you really want to tighten things up, where you want to kind of just go 7 or 8. Some cases 9. If the 9 works and the 9 is really good, then yeah, why wouldn't you just keep doing that, kind of keep fresh legs, especially as you advance through the playoffs? But question is, what is the 9 for the Lakers? What 9 would there be? And do you potentially expand it even more if that other guy kind of emerges or not? Now, obviously, simple 5 out of those 9 are LeBron James, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, and Austin Reeves. Your starting 5 is 5 of the 9. So really, it's 4 guys beyond your starting 5 that are going to get key minutes on this roster. Now, again, just because he wants to go 9 doesn't mean that he won't expand more. And, obviously guys get nights off, right? So I'm sure that there will be little nuances throughout the season, little changes, guys coming in. But yeah, like if you can kind of get your playoff 9, playoff 8 already figured out, locked in and ready to go, then now you can start building continuity with that group or with those groups of players, and now really start having that understanding and development, kind of be ahead of the game by the time you get to the playoffs, right? So right off the bat, you're going with a center, so it's probably Jackson Hayes or Christian Koloko, although at the time of recording this video, Christian Koloko is not cleared yet for play. So it's probably a center, whichever center we have, right? We'll see how that develops, but it's obviously a center. So really, that's 3 other guys that you're probably looking at rotation-wise, right? You can start narrowing it down. Now, right off the bat, you could think Gabe Vincent, right? Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, and Jared Vanderbilt, when healthy, are probably your other 3, right? Because you could probably add Christian Wood into that lineup of like centers that play at times, right? So I could see like your tight 9, but like kind of positionary, maybe kind of rotating again, like the center position, certain matchups, maybe you're going Christian Wood more, certain matchups, maybe you're going Jackson Hayes more. You see those interchangeables. But as far as the other 3 go, I don't think it is as straightforward as just like Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, and Jared Vanderbilt, because couple things. One, right, I imagine you're going to want Dalton Connect to play some time, right? You're going to want to get him some run, unless he's just not showing the signs when you get to the actual training camp and stuff, and we'll see about preseason and stuff. I'm sure JJ has an idea of the 9, but he's, he wants to see. You want to observe first, kind of get, 1, have competition throughout training camp, 2, kind of see different guys in preseason, and then kind of make your adjustments according as you move into the season. But the other thing, too, is Anthony Davis wants to play more 4. And if Anthony Davis is truly going to play more 4, then that's less minutes at the 4 spot and potentially the 3 spot. Because, got to keep in mind, if Anthony Davis, you have your starting 5, AD's at the 5. Let's say Anthony Davis plays 35 minutes a game, and let's say Anthony Davis spends 20 minutes at the 5, right? That means he's playing 15 minutes at the 4. Let's say LeBron is playing 20 minutes at the 4. That means he's playing 15 minutes at the 3. So now at the 3 and 4 spot, you now have, say, between LeBron and Anthony Davis, you have roughly 13 minutes at the power forward spot for other guys not named Anthony Davis, not named LeBron James, right? Because let's say LeBron plays 20 minutes and then Anthony Davis plays 15. That's 35 minutes. There's only 48 minutes in a game. So you're talking about really 13 minutes at that 4 spot. Now, Rui could see some time there. You could get Christian Wood some time there. That could be options in that regard. And then at the 3 spot, again, if LeBron is playing 15 minutes at the 3, well, then now you only have 33 minutes to play everyone else. How many minutes is Rui playing? Let's say Rui's playing 25. That means you only have 8 minutes at the 3 spot, right? So that guard spot may end up being where kind of you're going to see most of your guys, Gabe Vincent, Max Christie. Maybe you even get Dalton Connect some run in that spot. Because again, if you're really going to move AD to the 4 more frequently, and then LeBron's got to go somewhere, so you're probably moving LeBron to the 3 is probably my guess, right? So now again, that is less minutes at the 3 and the 4, whereas, if LeBron's playing, the 4 spot, you essentially have the same amount, right? Because LeBron's probably playing 35 minutes at the 4, right? And then Anthony Davis playing 35 minutes at the 5, so you just kind of have your backup. So the 13-minute gap is pretty much the same at the power forward spot, but it's the 3 where things change. And you have Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Connect, even Max Christie you could slide over to the 3. Are you ever going to play Cam Reddish? Guys like that. You can see where it could get a little more complicated. But if I had to guess, I do think it'll be pretty straightforward. I think you'll get your 5 that you usually have, and then on most nights, it'll be Gabe Vincent at the point, Max Christie at the 2, Vando when healthy at the 3, because Vando, you're probably just going to be looking at as the special assignment guy, right? So let's say Rui plays 25 minutes a game at the 3 spot, and then you have LeBron coming in and he's playing 15 minutes, right? You only have like 8, maybe you could free up 10 minutes by like sliding LeBron to like the point guard, or kind of go positionless at times where, on offense, LeBron is the point, but on defense, LeBron is the 4, right? Like you could have like Rui out there with like Christian Wood. You can get creative with the lineups. You can get creative with the rotation if you want to, right? Positions, especially at the NBA level. This isn't the YMCA. This isn't high school where, you got to have a point. No, the NBA, especially when you have a guy like LeBron who can play 1 through 5, you can maximize that on the offensive side to go defense, right? I've talked about Jared Vanderbilt slotted at the 2 on defense. He usually is slotted at the 2 on defense, but that allows you to kind of go with the bigger lineup, right? You could go with something like LeBron, say Reeves, Vando, Rui, and Anthony Davis, and have this like bigger lineup. And then on offense, LeBron's at the point, Reeves at the 2, Vando at the 3, Rui at the 4, AD at the 5. But on defense, you could have, Vando at the point guard or the 2 guard, whichever guard is better on the opposing team. Vando defends the other guy. Austin Reeves moves over, defends the second best guy. And then so on and so forth. Then Rui slides over, LeBron drops down to the 4 spot, so he can kind of play the scout role, and then AD can play the 5, right? So you'd have basically Reeves, Vando, and Rui kind of slotted 1 through 3, right? And kind of go the positionless route. Again, just because all the positions are just 4 positions, right? That's why it's 1 through 5, right? Because you can slot guys wherever you need to make it make sense. But I do think it will be pretty straightforward in that regard. And I think to solve the 3 is you just, again, have Vando as the assignment guy. You're giving him, 10 minutes a game, maybe, late second, middle fourth. And it's like, hey, your assignment, your job is just to stop that guy. See that guy right there? He does not score the rest, the 4 minutes you're in. Right? And you just kind of play him in spot minutes. And I think that's fine. You can get away with that. Now, it also boils down to how often do they play Anthony Davis at the 4? Right? Like if the compromise is, we'll give you, 30 minutes or 20, let's say 25 minutes at the 5 and 10 minutes at the 4, then again, that kind of changes things because now you got 5 extra minutes at the 4 that you wouldn't have otherwise, and so on and so forth, right? Same thing with the 3, right? Or if they just play Anthony Davis full time at the center spot, and even though Anthony Davis doesn't want it, it's like, hey, dude, like I got like our other key guys are all there, and it's like I either play you at the 5 or I got to play Jackson Hayes 30 minutes at the 5 spot. Like, that's not ideal for this team, right? That could be a conversation, a position to have until we can get another center that maybe makes more sense, right? So I do think that it's more likely than not that Anthony Davis just plays majority 5. And then now again, you have Anthony Davis playing the 5, 35 minutes. You get, Jackson Hayes playing 13 minutes. LeBron James is playing the 4, 35 minutes. You're getting like Christian Wood when healthy and maybe some Rui or whatever at the 4 for that other 13 minutes. And then the 3 spot, again, Rui can play his 25 minutes at the 3. And then now you can get, Vando for, say 15 minutes and get Connect, an extra 8 to 10 minutes because maybe you're playing Rui a little at the 4, right? And you kind of adjust it like that. I think the guard positions are pretty straightforward. I think it'll be, again, D'Lo, Gabe, Reeves, Christie. I think those are your 4 backcourt guys. Maybe on occasion Jalen and Trufino, stuff like that. But as far as like sticking with the 9, I think it'll be D'Lo, Gabe Vincent, Austin Reeves, Max Christie. There's 4. And then I think it'll be, Rui, Vando, and Spots, right? So that brings you to 6. Then it'll be LeBron. I think Christian Wood when healthy, right? And then Anthony Davis with like Jackson Hayes sprinkled in because I think Christian Wood you could slot in at the 5, slot in at the 4. And I think that will kind of be the 9 because of Christian Wood's versatility. So I think ultimately, more likely than not, the 9 will be the starting 5 of D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, and AD. Then you have Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, Jared Vanderbilt, Christian Wood. I think will be the primary 4 off the bench when the dust settles, right? Obviously right now, Jared Vanderbilt's hurt. Obviously right now, Christian Wood's hurt. So you probably get some opportunity for Dalton Connect, Jackson Hayes, guys like that. But I think when push comes to shove, you'll be looking at those 9 guys. But I definitely think that there are options, kind of flexibility, and I do think it'll change. I know he said he wants to have a 9-man rotation, but I think that those 9 will, dictate based on the certain matchups and stuff, right? Because some nights you might be able to get away with, maybe you want to play Rui more at the 4 on a given night, right? So it's kind of like, hey, let's do this, right? Just depends on how it shapes up. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? What do you believe your 9 or the Lakers' 9 will be? Again, for me, think it'll be D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, AD, Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, Jared Vanderbilt, Christian Wood. Everyone healthy, that's what I think the 9 will be. Do you agree with that 9? Do you disagree with that 9? Is there somebody else in particular that you'd like to see in that 9? That doesn't mean, just because you have 9-man rotation doesn't mean that you're only going to ever play those 9 guys. Keep that in mind too when you're kind of doing your assessment. But anyway, again, how do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.